Hi, my name is Gina Crawley, and welcome to another episode of Debtors' Rights. Um, this is general information. No attorney-client relationship is formed by watching this video. So let's get started. This is general information. I'm just trying to get the word. I'm just getting the word out. So this is part two of the video, part two of two, debtors' rights, filing slow pays, aka installment agreements, part two of two. So basically what we're going to talk about, like what can you do if I miss a payment? I'm under, let's say you're under, you have a slow pay, an installment agreement, and you miss a payment. Or what can you do if you can no longer afford the monthly payments? You can file a motion to reinstate and modify the installment payments. Now, I've drafted this document here, okay? And so you can file this and basically, if you want to change your payment plan, or let's say you had missed some payments, and if you missed some payments, then the creditor can file a motion, have this motion that you're under, that they have the slow pay motion, the order set aside because you're not making your monthly payments, then they can start back garnishing your wages. But as long as you make those payments, then you're fine. But if you miss payments, then the creditor can definitely file a motion to have the order set aside so that they can begin um, taking money from your bank account or taking money from your wages. So as long as you make the payments, you're good. But we're in a situation now, these documents deal with if you miss payments or if you can no longer afford your current payment arrangement, then this is the document that you need to file. And so basically you see some blanks here that says reinstate or modify. You basically, that's when you check which one you're doing. If you're reinstating the payment plan, you're asking that your earlier payment plan start back up. And if you're modifying it, you may need to modify because maybe someone in your family, has been hospitalized, you've had a change, maybe you've lost your job or something like that. And if that's happened, you definitely want to file and ask that that payment plan be modified if you cannot keep up with the current payment arrangements. And you see at least three blanks on your screen, and so you want to use those blanks to explain why you either were not able to keep up with your initial payment plan or why you're seeking to have it modified. So let's say you lost your job, so in those blanks you would write, I lost my job. I lost my job, and you would write that there, and I'm currently seeking unemployment, or whatever your circumstances are, explaining why you need to restart your earlier payment plan, or why you need to change, or why you need to modify, have the payment plan changed. You need to explain that in those blanks. And now on to the next slide, you see there's additional blanks at the top, and that's extra space just in case you need more space than what was on the first page to explain why it is that you are filing this document. Now, you need to write in how much you want to pay and then also write in how often you want to pay it. Now, usually I have seen monthly arrangements with these, and you want to sign this document in front of a notary or a deputy clerk. And so again, sometimes notaries do charge fees, and if you don't want to pay those filing fees, I mean those not filing fees, but if you don't want to pay the the notary's fees, then take it to a clerk, okay? And then the clerk can sign it for you sign it at the courthouse. I mean, you can sign it at the courthouse in front of a notary. And so also too, before I get into this slide, sometimes when you file these documents, like any other document, there could be a fee associated with it. And if there is a fee, you want to ask for an affidavit of indigency and consider filing that document, because what that does is it moves the fees to the back end. The fees do not go away; they just move from the front of the case to the back of the case. So what that means, they will go ahead and let you file. If the court that looks at your affidavit of indigency and determines that you qualify, then they can have your fees moved to the back end of the case. So don't let lack of money stop you from filing these documents. Ask the clerk, for an affidavit of indigency. And also I did a video about an affidavit of indigency, and there's a sample one in the description. Just click the link and you'll see a sample affidavit of indigency. But on the certificate of service, you want to, the first blank, you want to write in how you're giving this motion to the other side. Are you mailing it, e-filing it? Maybe you delivered it in open court. Maybe you hand delivered it to them. However you gave it to them, you want to write that in the first blank. And the next blank, you want to write in the date that it was e-filed, the date that it was mailed, the date that it was hand delivered to them. Then you sign and print your name. And so in these other blanks, you see several blanks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe about 6 to 7 blanks also on page 3. And in that blank, you want to write in the creditor's attorney's address, because most of the time the creditors are represented. If for some reason the creditor is not represented, then the creditor's address would go in that blank. And if they've sued you, you should be able to access, you should be able to see what their address is within the legal documents, within the civil warrant. And this is just extra space, blank lines, just in case the spaces that was provided on page 1 and 2 was not enough. Maybe that was a detailed reason. Maybe you need more space to explain why payments were missed, or why you need to change your payments. Then also too, you would have to fill out another affidavit of income and property. And you want to be as thorough and as specific as possible when you're filling out this document. So you list your full name, of course, dependents, your sources of income, your utility bills too, how much they are, and any type of your paycheck, you want to bring that in as well too. And you want to remove any personal information from that information, like your account information, because just in case it's filed, you don't want your account information in the public record. So definitely remove that out. So if your utility bill is, I don't know, your gas bill is $200, you want to show proof of that. Water bill's 50 or 60, you want to show proof of that as well too. So anything that you write within this affidavit of income and property, if you can, bring in supporting documents, because it makes your case stronger to show how much it is that you can only pay what you're stating that you can pay within the within your motion. So this would help your case. And so if you're in Davidson County, this is what the form looks like in Davidson County. The form that you saw earlier, you can use in any county. If you want to, you can use that form in Davidson County too. But in Davidson County, these are the forms that they have on the website, on the clerk's website, that you can use. And so again, you can use this to reinstate or modify payments. Again, you want to sign this in front of a notary or a clerk. And if you don't want to pay those notary fees, again, go to the clerk and let the clerk sign them for you. And write in how much you want to pay, just the same as you would the other form. Then again, you would have to do another affidavit of income and property. So fill this out, bring in supporting documentation. Remember to remove any personal information as well. And so just again, all these documents can be accessed by clicking the link in the description box. Just take advantage of this. I mean, if you miss a payment, or if you know a payment's about to be missed, or if you know you need to change your payments, get ahead of this. Go ahead and file these documents in advance saying, hey, this is what's going on. I'm not going to be able to make my payment on X date. So that you get out ahead of this, because if you miss payments, then the creditor will file and have those judgments, those orders set aside, so that they can begin going back into your paycheck, garnishing your wages and going into your bank account and taking your money out of your bank account as well too. So you want to avoid that and stay in control. So if you know situations about to happen, if you see a payment's about to miss, be preemptive, be proactive. File these documents in advance, and also tell others who may be in a similar circumstance about these documents as well too. So spread the word around. And thank you, and subscribe, and please like this video. And if you want to see more, please let me know. And thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.